Day of surgery, March 3rd, 2025. It's like 7:20 a.m. I just hopped out of the shower and we're gonna leave here in a second with the Uber to the hospital.
So here I am taking the Uber over to my surgeon's hospital. Here's his waiting room as I wait a couple hours for the surgery. The next clip or two, we quickly get into action of surgery and post-surgery. Towards the end of the video, I'll give more of a summary of everything that went on. Here you can see day one or immediately out of surgery, I'm pretty swelled up. I had a lot of blood running from my nose, but then I quickly got some fluids, and some grinded up food into my system. Day two, I spent 24 hours total in the hospital before I was discharged. I ended up just trying to get all my medication in me and sleep as much as possible. The surgery all went well. The first couple hours, maybe the first 3 hours were overwhelming for me as I came to from the anesthesia. I was surrounded by nurses as they were trying to take care of me. I was gushing blood down my face, super swelled up, couldn't talk or really open my mouth. And I had just come off of fasting and not drinking water for about, almost 24 hours. So I was pretty overwhelmed and my blood pressure was all over the place. But after, say, 3 hours, things really started to cool down. And the rest of the week never got that challenging again. All in all, each day did get better and better. After being discharged to the hospital, I was able to return to my motel and just stayed about 10 minutes away in East Downtown. Day 3 here, you can see my swelling is just about at its peak. And then at day 4, it came down a slight little bit with some bruising starting to come on the scene. During these days, it was still pretty difficult to speak. And as you can hear from this audio recording I'm doing now, I'm recording this at the end of the week, and it's still definitely affecting my speech. One key thing was definitely just getting as much food and liquids and food and water in me as possible. I did that through smoothies and soups. I got food and groceries and equipment or whatever delivered to my motel, so that saved me the trip. Also, I had my partner with me, which is definitely a tip to not do this alone and have some help with you, not only while you're in the hospital, when you're out of it. One thing I would recommend is definitely getting a blender if you can, and then adding some variety to your meals by switching between protein shakes with, say, vegetables and fruit, milk, yogurt, raw eggs, protein powder and any other vitamins, and then switching in between that with some hot meals, like some heated up, grinded up soup. And then with the soup cans, I would add meat to them to make it much more protein heavy, which was what was recommended by the nutritionist. So I got a rotisserie chicken once, and then I also got some frozen meat and then threw that in with the soup cans as I was grinding them up to just supplement my meals. Moving on to this next clip, you can see I am just showing my face a little bit more without my jaw strap or my jaw bra. I'm definitely still swelled up. It's still hard to speak, but my nosebleeds have gone away. They were pretty prevalent in the beginning, but within maybe 4 days, they just quickly went away. So that was pretty nice, or that was very nice to have and a little bit unexpected. As you can see, I'm just showing my bite, showing my movement, and then moving on to just showing a quick snippet of me going for a walk, which was what was recommended.
Yo, it's March 6th. I'm on day 4 of recovering and just sitting here in the motel, drinking a protein smoothie and watching some Modern Family on the TV.
Day 5 here, towards the end of the day, my swelling has gone down a little bit. And then earlier in that day, I was able to go for a walk with my partner and a friend. Day 6, swelling definitely down. I had a smile on my face. It's getting a little bit better. Here's just a clip of me laying around, which was definitely what I was doing most of the time. Just chilling out, laying in bed, watching TV or whatever. On that day 6, I was able to go to the Toyota Center and see the NBA game for the Houston Rockets. We got a W there, and then I was able to go out that night just quickly to a bar or club or two, and I just had a Coke, had my hood over my jaw bra to kind of conceal that a little bit, and just wanted to get out and see the city a little bit. Hey guys, March 9th of 2025, since it's now been a full 6 days since my double jaw surgery. I just wanted to give a quick video to kind of showcase where I'm at after week 1. Well, this will kind of be the last time you see it, just so I can get the video uploaded in time. So here's my face. I took off my jaw strap or my jaw bra so y'all can have a better view. But as you can see, not only is it hard for me to speak, I got some bruising here and here. I'll give you a side angle too, right? And then here's the other side. Up and down, right? And then, so right now I'm mainly just, a lot of the swelling has gone down and I can talk a lot better than it was a few days ago. And so, mainly I'm just numb, like right here on my lip, like in this area. And then it kind of hurts in the joints of my jaw if I don't keep that strap on. But the swelling is going down, the pain's going down, and I'm able to talk a little bit more and more. Here's a close-up for my bite. Let's see, so it looks pretty good. I still haven't closed my mouth all the way shut. And so I think that will come together a little bit better when I'm able to do that. But yeah, other than that, I'll update y'all further with the video. But also here's my little protein drink. They got me drinking 40 ounces of milk with some protein scoops and some protein powder with a bunch of different, with all the essential vitamins and minerals. As you can tell, by the end of the week, my swelling did go down the past few days, so I'm feeling much better than I was, say, just 3 days ago. Throughout the week, it did get better each day. Some important things to note: the jaw strap or the jaw bra definitely did help my jaw and my jaw pain throughout the week. So definitely keeping that on and keeping that with some ice is something helpful to do. That was provided to me by the hospital. Also, like I mentioned earlier, making sure to maybe getting your groceries delivered, and then also having a blender nearby to make smoothies and blended soups will definitely be helpful. Keeping tons of tissues around, for me, at least in the beginning when my nosebleeds were prevalent, was definitely necessary. I ended up, dripping some blood on some clothes and some sheets, but no big deal. What was sold to me was, and what I'm still doing, is sleeping upright. So that is probably, from what I've seen online, everyone is told to do that. So I'm sleeping upright. I think that helps with the swelling, the bleeding, and probably a few other things. But making sure to do that and stick with those protocols is probably smart. Another protocol that I was told to do is no blowing my nose. So you're only allowed to breathe in or sniff inwards, not sniff out. I'm not quite sure the reasoning behind that, but that is maybe something important to remember. Another important thing to remember is definitely that you will probably be grumpy during this first week. I know I was and still am for sure. So just to note that and kind of expect that. You might notice I'm not really giving too much detail on maybe how I think the surgery came out, due to one of my subscribers mentioning it and seeing it online as well. I've just taken that left that in the back seat because I think it's too early to really judge the results. that will come with time. I can judge a little bit and say that my sleep for most of the days has been decent. It's been without any kind of device or CPAP, which normally I wouldn't do, and I'm sleeping better than what I was before with those devices or machines. I had one bad night. That was actually last night, and I was waking up a bunch, not quite sure why. But immediately out of surgery, my nasal breathing felt, say, maybe 75% better than it was before surgery. And then my throat kind of felt a little bit bigger with my burps, my belching actually being louder. For me, sipping by a cup was easiest in the beginning. I didn't really have to use a food syringe very much, but I know if some people, that's kind of the way of life for them for a few weeks. That was also provided to me by the hospital. But all in all, the first few hours out of surgery were a little rough, but the week did get easier day by day. I am glad I'm, out of surgery, alive, doing decently well, and the surgeon tells me that everything went well. So I have a post-op appointment this Tuesday that I will check in again and hear some more professional opinion on how it went. But my nasal breathing specifically, feels a little bit better. My throat, feels a little bigger. My jaws are definitely advanced a little bit. And my sleep, without any help from devices and machines, also has improved a little bit. Despite there definitely being swelling in my airway, in my upper airway, that is limiting the full effect of the surgery. So I'll give it time. I'm not quite sure how long that will be, but I'll give it some time before I judge the results, and I'll keep you guys in tune. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you found this helpful. Thanks, guys. See you soon.